All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies. Cannot talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves.
Be gay in Hollywood, you never. They be having these big parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been.
Earlier this year, when comedian Katt Williams joined Shannon Sharpe for an eye-opening interview, they touched on a range of hot topics, including the controversial past of Sean Diddy Combs. At first, many thought Katt was just joking around, but it didn't take long for his words to come true. Remember what Katt had to say about Diddy? If you missed it, let me refresh your memory.
$4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell.
And in the same conversation, Katt didn't hold back when it came to fellow comedian Steve Harvey, calling him out and ripping him apart. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Did you know that Steve Harvey is reportedly one of the A-listers who partied hard with Diddy and may have played a huge part in some of his controversies?
And control performances, which he called, and he often electronically recorded them.
Now, with Diddy's fall from grace finally unfolding, it looks like Steve Harvey might be next in line. And if anyone's leading the charge, it's bound to be Katt Williams. Rumor has it that Harvey has been Diddy's slave for years. But here's the burning question. Why does Steve Harvey allegedly appear in one of Diddy's infamous tapes? Could Diddy have been using that as leverage to blackmail him all along? If this bombshell drops, what happens to Harvey's family? His kids, his wife, his career, his entire legacy? The stakes are sky high for the Think Like a Man author, and the fallout could be devastating.
Smashing the out of Lori Harvey. Check it out.
Katt Williams recently dropped another bombshell, this time about Steve Harvey's daughter and her relationship with rapper Diddy. Known for exposing Hollywood's darkest secrets, Katt brought another spicy scandal to light. According to his shocking revelations, the man behind the most respected relationship advice books allegedly sold his stepdaughter, Lori Harvey, to Diddy for cash, and more importantly, his silence. Rumor has it that back in the late 90s and early 2000s, Steve Harvey attended Diddy's infamous parties, where the music mogul reportedly recorded something he's been holding over Harvey's head for years. Katt now suggests that Harvey allowed Lori to date both Diddy and his son because of this long-kept secret. In fact, Money Mike claims that Harvey sees his stepdaughter as nothing more than an ATM card. And it gets juicier. After the tragic passing of Diddy's longtime partner Kim Porter in 2019, Diddy and Lori Harvey were spotted together again, this time getting cozy while having lunch with none other than Steve Harvey himself. Can you picture it? The hip-hop mogul, then 22-year-old Lori, and her father all enjoying a sunny day in Italy like it's business as usual. The outing was reportedly a family affair, with Steve's wife, Marjorie, joining them for a lavish meal. According to sources like TMZ, Lori has been a longtime family friend, but Katt's claims make it clear there's much more to the story. The Harvey and Combs families have been closely intertwined for years, with Steve and Diddy's friendship going back to at least 2005. But now, it seems, this Hollywood alliance has a much darker side.
Quiet. Yeah. There's been so many stories that have been made up about me. Like I've seen stories about me being like fully in love with somebody and we have like this whole relationship and I'll see the guy and I'm like, I've actually never even met him before.
No.
Like full blown.
Lori Harvey has navigated the celebrity world on her own terms, linked to high-profile figures in both music and sports. Despite endless speculation and paparazzi buzz, Lori and Diddy's relationship was never officially confirmed. They were first romantically connected in the summer of 2019, but both remained tight-lipped about their personal lives. Interestingly, Diddy's son, Justin Combs, who Lori was allegedly involved with prior, once commented on the situation, keeping things vague while emphasizing their desire for privacy. However, privacy didn't stop the headlines. the duo sparked a media frenzy with their luxurious globe-trotting escapades. In July 2019, they were spotted together in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, followed by a trip to Italy, where they enjoyed a lavish dinner with Lori's parents. Their public outings, particularly the cozy Italian lunch and their matching outfits spotted in Manhattan, only fueled the growing rumors about their romance. At one point, rumors even swirled that Lori had gotten engaged. But Steve Harvey quickly shut down the speculation, putting a stop to the engagement buzz, at least for now.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal.
Lori Harvey quickly dismissed rumors that she and Diddy were engaged after being photographed at a star-studded event, sporting a large ring on her finger. "I'm not engaged," she clarified in response to the buzz. "Stop believing everything y'all read on a blog." But by October 2019, signs of trouble began to surface. Lori reportedly unfollowed Diddy on Instagram, a modern-day red flag for relationship woes. Sources close to Diddy described their relationship as a fun fling, with Diddy more focused on healing and his family. An insider told E! News he and Lori had a good time, but Diddy is still healing and focusing on himself right now. He's not ready for a long-term committed relationship and is putting his energy into his kids. Meanwhile, Lori shut down rumors about her dating history, specifically addressing speculation that she had been romantically involved with both Diddy and his son, Justin Combs. "I've heard people say I dated a father and son before. Absolutely not true," she stated. But the internet was quick to react. One fan tweeted, "So Steve Harvey couldn't provide for his daughter, and now she's getting money from Brother Love?" Another chimed in, "Steve Harvey letting his daughter date Diddy when she was 22 to 23 is wild, and going on a double date with them. What's happening?" The tension between Katt Williams and Steve Harvey has been brewing for years, so it's no surprise Katt is breathing fire once again. During his interview with Shannon Sharpe, Katt didn't hold back, especially when it came to Harvey. He referred to the Family Feud host as a country bumpkin black dude who can't talk well and looks like Mr. Potato Head. The Friday After Next star also accused Harvey of being bald, stealing an idea from fellow comedian Mark Curry, and bragged about beating him in a comedy battle.
You ain't got to tell nobody nothing. All you got to do is be it. You ain't got to say, you don't have to open your mouth. You don't have to do it, man.
Steve Harvey once claimed he quit stand-up because he had 7 TV shows. But according to Katt Williams, that wasn't the real reason. During one of his explosive rants, Katt recalled that Harvey actually bowed out after losing a comedy battle, right in front of 10,000 people in Detroit. "He stopped stand-up because he lost to me in the championship of stand-up comedy," Katt declared, adding, "I said he was actually bald, and that was a wig. I went in, and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore." But Katt didn't stop there. He made another bold claim, this time about Harvey's iconic show, The Steve Harvey Show. According to Katt, Harvey stole the entire idea from fellow comedian Mark Curry. "Steve went to watch Mark Curry do his sitcom, and then he took everything. Now Steve's got a show where he's a principal, wearing suits," Katt said, referring to Harvey's character in the sitcom. In response to these claims, Steve Harvey seemed to subtly fire back on January 7, 2024, when he took to X, formerly Twitter. The Family Feud host posted a video clip from the show, addressing the audience. "You don't have to tell your haters anything. Just be who you are. They've got TV. They can turn it on and see me 7 days a week." He then quoted Psalms 23 verse 5. "He prepares a table in the presence of mine enemies. He does it all the time." His retweet of the clip simply said, "You don't have to address your hater." Months later, Steve was a speaker at Atlanta's InvestFest, where he took a more direct shot at his critics, seemingly aimed at Katt. "You'll never have a hater doing better than you. Don't get off your wall to address some petty boy who ain't got nothing going for himself. Stop your climb just to talk to his little punk self," Harvey told the crowd. He even added, "I used to be a fighter, and I still got hands. They're slow now, but if you get close enough, I'll knock you out." His frustration was clear, but Katt seems to have the upper hand this time. With Diddy's recent arrest looming large, Katt's earlier warnings about the music mogul now seem prophetic. Diddy's close relationship with Harvey only adds fuel to the fire. And with Diddy's legal troubles piling up, including a federal investigation, many believe that big names, perhaps even Steve Harvey, could be caught in the fallout. Katt Williams tried to warn the world about Diddy's notorious parties during his sit-down with Shannon Sharpe in January. He said, "I've got to protect my integrity because when Diddy wants to party, you've got to tell him no." Months later, federal and local authorities raided Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami as part of an ongoing investigation by the Southern District of New York. With Katt's bold claims and Diddy's empire crumbling, it seems like the storm is far from over.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
News crews recently captured shocking footage of Homeland Security teams arriving at one of Diddy's properties by boat, with cameras rolling as his sons, Justin and King Combs, were seen in handcuffs outside his Los Angeles mansion. Although the two weren't under arrest, they were detained while agents searched the property. This high-profile raid came just after Katt Williams discussed Diddy's infamous parties on Shannon Sharpe's podcast in a now-viral episode. The 3-hour conversation covered everything, from Katt's family life to his career, beefs with other comedians, and even this year's presidential election. But following the federal raids, it was Katt's comments about Diddy that lit up social media again, making waves on platforms like X, formerly Twitter. "I got to protect my integrity," Katt said during the podcast, "because P. Diddy be wanting to party and you gotta tell him no." He referenced earlier remarks about navigating Hollywood with his integrity intact, saying, "I wanted to get this far and still have my VA hole, never have to compromise." Katt didn't hold back, adding, "I got receipts for everything I'm telling you." Many now believe Katt might have even predicted Diddy's run-in with the feds. "All these big-time deviants are catching hell in 2024, Katt declared. "It's up for all of them. Doesn't matter if you're Diddy or whoever you are, all lies will be exposed." With over 30 years in the industry, Katt hinted that he's been collecting secrets all along. "I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they know it." As Diddy faces mounting legal troubles, the parallels between his case and that of Robert Sylvester Kelly, R. Kelly, are hard to ignore. Both are world-famous musicians, once powerful and influential, now facing serious charges brought by federal prosecutors in New York. With Diddy's arrest following an intense investigation, one thing is clear: this scandal could bring down more than just one celebrity. And Steve Harvey better hope Katt Williams isn't bluffing.
But we do begin tonight with singer R. Kelly, sentenced to 30 years behind bars after his conviction on racketeering charges.
Diddy's case draws even deeper comparisons to R. Kelly's, especially in the way prosecutors are using the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, or RICO. In both instances, they've alleged that these powerful figures used their fame, influence, and resources to orchestrate criminal activity and cover it up. R. Kelly is currently serving a 30-year sentence for his New York conviction on racketeering and sex trafficking charges. He's also serving an additional 20 years for a conviction in Illinois on charges of child pornography and enticement of a minor. Kelly has appealed both cases and even petitioned the U.S. Supreme Court in July, seeking to overturn his Illinois conviction, arguing that the charges should have been barred by the statute of limitations. Meanwhile, Diddy faces his own legal battle after being indicted in the Southern District of New York on 3 charges: racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation for prostitution. He has pleaded not guilty, but could face life in prison if convicted. With Diddy's high-profile case unfolding, the question remains: will Steve Harvey, given his connections to Diddy, become another casualty of these shocking revelations? And as Katt Williams continues to claim he has receipts for everything he said, could he potentially be called to testify? Only time will tell. And that's it from us today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this evolving story. Until next time, thanks for watching.